Halimbawa ay meron siyang treating tratadong sinalihan at hindi niya ginawa yung batas na dapat magpapatupad do sa tratadong yun, isa ho yun na po pwede natin tingnan na paglabag sa karapatan. Or kung meron na pong mga mekanismo at may batas na dito sa atin, ngunit tulad nung tinutukoy ko kanina, yung Section 30 and 31 of the Magna Carta of Women, kapag po may failure ang local government unit to provide the adequate services to the WEDC, yung women under extremely difficult circumstances, dapat po ay managot yung local government unit dahil failure po yon paglabag po sa access to
Kanino
remedies.
po mananagot yung LGU?
Yung LGU po, dahil binigay na po ng pamahalaan yung remedies to the victims of human rights violation. Kaya lang, kung hindi po natin ibinibigay yon bilang local government unit, may failure po sa part natin. That is denial of access to remedies do sa biktima. So, yun po dapat ang merong paglabag sa karapatan.
What you are saying, Chairman, is kapag may failure ang ating gobyerno in providing the necessary legal assistance to the private individual victim of human rights, that is the only time that the CHR will enter into play.
That is also an instance where CHR can act. Dahil meron pa pong ibang kung meron direct violation. Kung titingnan po natin kasi yung konsepto ng human rights obligation, principally tatlo po yun, yung protect, respect, and fulfill. Under the obligation to protect, kailangan respect. Huwag mong i-violate yung karapatan ng mamamayan mo. Estado po ito. Pag in matters with regard to protect, ibig sabihin po, ang pamahalaan dapat ginagawa niya ang lahat ng pamamaraan upang respetuhin at pangalagaan yung karapatan ng mga mamamayan niya. So ito po yung mga pagpapasa ng batas.
I want to go back to what you cited about domestic violence.
Yes, Your Honor.
No? Most of the victims do not solicit at all the assistance of the LGU.
But isa po yung problema kasi po hindi talaga nila alam yung mga remedyo.
That is precisely the point. But if this domestic violence victim claiming to be a human rights violation victim wish to avail of the assistance of the CHR, will you accept her in the program?
Opo, assistance po, not necessarily investigation of human rights violation. We can also provide legal assistance. At sa ngayon po kasi ang ginagawa po ng komisyon ay inuutusan na pagka meron pong ganyang reklamo, ay we make sure that our regional office also communicate with the local government units to address itong mga services na ito. Kasi pagka yun lamang po yung pamamaraan upang magkaroon ng relief yung isang biktima ng tulad ng gender-based violence.
Chairman, do you acknowledge that there is overlapping or perhaps ambiguity when it comes to the mandate of the CHR vis-a-vis the agencies which I mentioned earlier?
Hindi po. Wala po. Kasi ang focus natin ay human rights violation. And as I mentioned, ang legal framework po namin ay yung core human rights treaties. Yung pong mga binanggit nyo, yung National Prosecution Service, Public Attorney's Office, and the IBP, these are domestic remedies. Domestic remedies involving criminal, maybe administrative, maybe civil cases. Yung sa amin po ay human rights violation cases. And magkaiba po yung lengguwahe talaga namin dahil kami po ay more focused on the compliance of the state on its obligations in human rights of treaties. Dito po sa mga NPS, PAO, and IBP, ito po ay domestic remedies po natin na available kapag nag-violate ay mga private individuals. Although there are times that government officials also may be violators.
Nonetheless, Chairman, the obligation to international treaties, I believe, transcends also to the administration of justice.
Yes, Your Honor, I
As
agree.
to whether we have compliance or otherwise to the international treaties, it depends on how we facilitate the administration of justice in the
Yes,
country.
I agree, Your Honor.
I hope that we can come up with a possible information education campaign. Because if I am confused, how much more the public who are in need of legal assistance? Para bang ganito yung kanilang challenge? May NPS, may PAW, may legal aid, may CHR, but they do not know where to go. No? So I hope we can come up with the necessary education and information campaign so the people will understand sang situation pa sila nagpo-fall and which agency can they approach to solicit help.
I agree, Your Honor. Kasama po ito sa aming programas under Promotions Office. At isa rin ho ito sa mga objective nung binanggit ko kaninang programa na ginawa namin yung Lakaran, Lakbay Karapatan tungo sa Kamalayan.
Gumagamit po ba kayo ng social media?
Yes, Your Honor.
I hope you can strengthen
Yes, Your Honor.
your social media campaign because I don't see it.
Oh. Ah. Siguro ang strategy po namin gagawin ay itatag namin po kayo sa aming mga post kung bakit niyo pong mamarapatin.
Thank you for your intention to tag this representation. No, I have some incidents to mention here. Kindly respond to me by saying yes or no kasama sa mandato nyo. To
Yes,
start
Your
with, rescue of victim. Yes or no?
Victims of
Human rights violation.
yes, Your Honor.
Representative Luis Roy, your time is up
I'm
na po.
almost finished, Madam Chair. Safe house of victim.
Yes, Your Honor.
Investigation of the incident.
Yes, Your Honor.
Prosecution.
No, Your Honor.
About assisting them during the prosecution.
Assisting them, yes, but not as a prosecutor.
Oh. Yes. Even as private prosecutor. Hindi rin kayo pwedeng private
No.
prosecutor. Trial.
Trial, no, but we
You can assist, but you
We can
cannot
assist,
enter
yes.
appearance.
are not doing it. We are not entering our appearance. But there are cases where we are
You are
parties
allowed.
in a petition, but not in trial.
See? That should be made clear to the public that in prosecution and trial, the CHR are not allowed to enter their appearance. Judgment. Assistance only.
Yes, yeah, assistance.
Implementation of judgment.
Maybe assistance only. Or, but
Even
that-
disregarding the prosecution and trial, your inability to enter appearance. This is still
Oh.
broad.
wala,
kanina
wala
po-
po sa mandato namin yun.
I
Your
understand.
Honor. Yes.
Kanina po, Chairman, sabi nyo ang officials and employees nyo, or should I say lawyers, is just 100 plus.
Yes, Your Honor.
Question po. Nagsama po ba kayo dun sa proposed budget nyo? Creation of plantilla.
Hindi po. Hindi po kasama doon sa ano. Dahil DBM yung ano kailangan po namin i-request sa DBM yung plantilla. At tapos kasama po yun yung siguro for increase of the manpower doon po sa aming charter na sinusulong.
Do you have the need to engage additional lawyers?
Yes,
Definitely.
definitely. Yes, definitely.
Well,
Dahil
I'm just
po
thinking
ang
you should
principal
have
mandate
included
po
it
namin-
in your proposed budget.
Yung kasi po DBM concern po yan, we cannot just request for
understand.
additional budget. Yes.
I understand, but there is a proposed budget we submit to the DPM, if I am correct, before they incorporate it in the national expenditure
Kaya
program,
lang man po ang
which they submit to the Congress.
yes, ang basis po kasi ng DBM with regard to PS ay existing plantilla. And ang fill up ang bibigyan lang talaga nilang pondo in terms of CHR.
Kung may
filled
existing
up
plantilla
lang.
na.
Yes.
So the
sa amin
creation
po,
of plantilla has to be,
has to pass through the process sa DBM po.
and did you initiate
Hindi pa po dahil
creation of plantilla?
Hindi pa po dahil isa, for one, we are considering the charter kung sakali pong may pasa. At pangalawa po, we are still conducting a study internally kung ano po talaga yung magandang structure because ang dami na pong nadagdag talagang mandato ng komisyon as mentioned earlier regarding the specific special laws na binigay sa amin yung mga ibang mandato. So kailangan po naming aralin siya. Hindi lamang po kami po pwedeng umasa na ngayon sa based on the original mandate based on the Constitution dahil ang dami na pong naidagdag na mandato.
Clarification lang, Chairman. Kanina may nabanggit po kayong 12,000 backlog.
Yes, Your Honor.
Backlog
Actually,
po
hindi
yun
lang
ng
po.
ano?
Actually, na cases po, investigation. Actually, if we
Cases for investigation.
investigation,
Pero may nabanggit din po kayong 99% satisfied client.
yes, Your Honor.
Paano niyo po
Representative
i-reconcile
Jervil
yan?
Luistro.
This is my last question, Madam
Okay
Chair.
Case kasi po kung titingnan po ninyo yung aming mandato, ang investigation na mandate po namin ay hindi lamang dahil may complainant, dahil we can also conduct motu proprio investigation. Ibig sabihin wala akong complainant. So pwede po siyang i-reconcile kasi hindi naman ho lahat ng kaso namin ay mayroong complainant.
Bang isipin yung 99% may complainant.
Siguro kung titignan, hindi lang ho yan
Yung
investigation.
12,000 na backlog, walang complainant.
In terms of customer satisfaction po, hindi lamang siya limited sa investigation. We are also measuring our customer satisfaction in terms of other services. So kasama po yung legal aid, jail visitation, etc.
Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you.
Mahirap
Madam.
po maging last interpolator. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Your Honor.
Representative Luistro. Actually po, meron pa pong last interpolator for our first round. The chair recognizes Representative Robert Nasal.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Madam Chair. Chairman, I would just like to raise a current situation that's happening right now. No? So, magkikwento lang po muna ako. Mr. Joseph C., the chairman of a publicly listed Global Ferronickel Holdings, Inc., was arrested by the Bureau of Immigration on August 21, 2025, upon arrival at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport from a flight from Hong Kong, and is currently detained at the Camp Bagong Diwa Detention Center. The BI claims that C is subject to a deportation case for alleged misrepresentation of citizenship, asserting that his fingerprints matched those of a Chinese national known as Chen Zhongzhen. On this basis, the BI detained him. This is despite the fact that he has a certificate of live birth issued by the PSA, a validly issued Philippine passport, and a validly issued Philippine driver's license. This arrest also comes despite multiple final rulings from the DOJ, the Office of the President, the SEC, and even the Supreme Court, all of which have consistently upheld C's status as a Filipino citizen. So my first question is, has the Commission on Human Rights already taken cognizance of the detention of Joseph C. by the Bureau of Immigration?
Wala pa po. Hindi pa po siya na imbestigahan ng
Okay.
komisyon.
Despite existing rulings from the DOJ, SEC, and the Office of the President, and even the Supreme Court affirming his Filipino citizenship. So hindi pa po, no?
Apo, hindi pa po.
So kung hindi pa po, ano bang pwede natin gawin? Ano bang pwedeng gawin ng CHR now that you've been informed about the case?
We will investigate po kung ito ay merong paglabag sa karapatang pantao.
So,
We can also visit him, Your Honor, sa place of detention niya.
opo. And can you issue an advisory or conduct a motu proprio investigation